I've got a topic for you that I think is pretty interesting. And as some of you may have seen from my newest videos, that I do own some sort of an action camera. Although, surprisingly, not a GoPro. This one is called Walter 4K Ultra HD. Yeah, basically a Chinese copy of it. I don't know which. Most likely Chinese, one of them, but one of the better ones, at least I think. So yeah, for the sake of convenience, I'm just gonna call it a GoPro because, you know, action camera. Yeah, that is so fluent, especially when you're speaking casually. But anyways, as you might have seen, that I've got some, I don't know, footage, maybe motovlog footage of me driving with my derby. Isn't mine anymore. I actually sold it, and I bought a scooter in place of that. And the ones that have been keeping up with my channel do know that I do possess a scooter nowadays. It's called the scooter is a Kimco. It's a Taiwanese motorcycle company. And no, it's not Chinese, which is kind of a good thing when it's your like main mode of transportation. It's kind of good if that's not Chinese. Or, you know, I never owned really anything Chinese, any Chinese vehicle, but I've heard that they're not very reliable, at least. But anyways, yeah, it's a two-stroke 50cc scooter, a moped, otherwise known. But truth to be told, it's not really a moped, because a moped is basically a bicycle that's got a motor on it. 50cc's nowadays aren't even close to that. I mean, they're just not even trying. They're just 50cc motorcycles. Basically, that's what they're. That's what they are. So, yes, that's why the speed limits everywhere are so ridiculous for those things. I mean, mine is mopeds here in Finland are 50cc motorcycles, as I would like them to be called, maybe, or I don't know. I don't give a shit, but they're not mopeds anyway. They're mopeds. They're restricted to a limit. What is it? Set by law of 28 miles per hour. In kilometers, that's 45, as we all know. And that seems to be not quite fast enough for city traffic. And if you go even slightly out of the centrum or the center of the city, you are going to get overtaken a lot. But at the moment, I'm just trying to be legal, and I'm not going to tune it. It gets to a point when nothing is enough, and you just, oh, it goes 60 kilometers per hour. Well, I still want to make it go faster. Now it goes 70. You need a performance exhaust. 80 kilometers per hour. Well, it's kind of like doesn't like to really go at 80. So, you know, that's just the top speed. Otherwise, if I would go 80 kph, it would just break the engine, and you know, I'll get a bigger bucket, and so on and so forth. Having a 50cc that is restricted has benefits to it. For instance, you don't have to worry about cops, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it sucks, as I'm sure you all know. But anyways, yeah, I'm planning to make some motor vlogs with this thing, and yeah, gonna ride around and talk about stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have a GoPro microphone for this thing, as I've been told or seen in the internet that that there are no external microphones available for this thing, which is kind of a fucking bummer. But anyways, just probably gonna do like modify it a little bit, or I have a substitute idea, which is that I record my speaking with this. I know, the pop filter, it's fucking ridiculous, but hey, homemade, fuck you, I don't care about your opinion. It does what it's supposed to do. Yeah, that is a fairly good quality microphone. Paid 160 euros for that back in the day, where I bought it like 2 years ago or so. So yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna start editing my videos from now on, because truth to be told, I'm not quite satisfied with the quality of my videos. Haven't been lately because I've been too lazy to edit them. My standards have naturally risen along the years, so you know, any stuff won't do. And you know, I would really like to edit more, and I definitely would have done it if it just didn't take so much time. I mean, my computer is so, I don't know, slow. It just takes so much time to, you know, first of all, film 2 hours of gameplay. Well, not really 2 hours. I really only, well, if I want to do a video, a good video, then that requires, or well, a really good video probably requires around 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, and the same amount in editing and that sort of stuff, and the rendering of the video. If I put it one what is it, 1080p 60, which is kind of a standard nowadays in YouTube, don't you think? It's gonna take me at least fucking 6 hours more, so it's 12 hours roughly. Maybe not that much, but if I really want to do a quality video, 12 hours. Yeah, you know, I have a lot more stuff to do with my computer than just let it render. So that's one big problem why I haven't really been editing my videos lately. And if I just don't feel like I have to edit it, if all I need to do is all I would basically need to do is add an intro and then do some fine work, which doesn't really change the video at all. That already has cost me 3 hours. It's just not worth it. And that's partially because I haven't really been making a lot of these gaming videos either. One reason is that sometimes I just don't feel like. It's been a lot like that lately, and I've talked about this before, but gaming just doesn't really feel that great anymore. I mean, I've kind of seen it. I mean, occasionally, yeah, it is good and stuff like that, but when it really goes wrong or badly, it's not really enjoyable, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to resurrect my channel from the dead by doing motovlogs in the future, and yeah, going to be trying to make more videos, and the first one will be up soon. The one I talk about, you know, what has happened basically, about the mopeds. I sold the Derby and I bought the Kimco. More on that on the next video. Anyways, on that bombshell, Thank you for watching and see you around.